Actually got a guy up here with a backpack. Not sure if he's gonna jump or if he's a lookout. Let's see. We're in Tijuana, just outside the wall, the double layer wall here. You can see here, this used to be wide open. This was a section where Border Patrol had to apprehend people night after night after night. All of these canyons, you can see off to my right here, all of this down below is sewage runoff that runs into the United States. This is actually a location called Goat Canyon. And we've been on that side where the Border Patrol, when in the past, or even still, when they have to open up those gates, you would have people illegals that would jump in and flow into the United States, and Border Patrol would have to go in after them. I actually had one story where a Border Patrol agent, actually his shoes separated, the soles of his shoes separated from his shoes because of the toxins that were in the water. It's not just sewage, it's heavy metals, and it's other contaminants that we don't necessarily want in the United States. So not only were we having issues with illegal immigrants crossing over, drug trafficking and sex trafficking, we also have the environmental disaster that is happening here in Mexico as well. And it's mainly because you have to prioritize. When you're a first world or second world country, you don't have the luxury like we have in the United States of having radical environmentalists that shut down industries. Here, it's about living day to day and just making a living. And so that's one of the things, and you know, in some ways you can't fault them. The problem is, it ends up directly impacting America. Just off in the distance is Imperial Beach. The ocean out there, the waves out there are some of the best in the world, some of the best surfing waves in the world, some of the best fishing in the world, but you can't do those anymore because of the sewage and heavy metals and everything else that runs off here into the ocean. You can see that green and white pipe there in the distance that come out of the mountainside. That is actually sewage pipes that come right out of the businesses here, the gas station, that flow right into this canyon. And ultimately, if it doesn't make it into the pipeline, flow right into the United States. Talking to Border Patrol, they said before this wall was here, it was basically impossible to secure this border. Now you can see with one Border Patrol agent stationed just down there, right in the valley of the canyon, they can monitor this whole section. So when cartel scouts, when coyotes are bringing people over here, they can actually stop it. Now what they do, they have coyotes that sit right here, they watch from on tops of the mountains, and then they determine when the Border Patrol has moved, when they're doing a shift change, when it's safe to take people and cross over the wall. You can climb a wall, it just makes it slower. In the past, you could take 1,000 people and run them through this valley. Now you have to do 5 to 10 at a time. But there's no question about it, walls work. But you have to have the other component of Border Patrol agents there in order to secure this area. So I made it up here to the top of the mountain, and as I was coming up, one of the guys that was about to jump, got a backpack on, he's actually right up, just off my left shoulder, up by the monument there, bent down, sitting down. Just want to show you how easy this is. We're at the top. It's the last monument before you get down to the beach, and it's the high point here. I've got scouts across the way over here, kind of watching what we're doing. It's a very dangerous place for obvious reasons. Got scouts down on the bottom by the gas station, all watching. And this is what happens. They go down to either locals here that want to get across, and they say, hey, we'll get you across into America. They don't have the money to do it. Got another scout right across, I don't want to point, but right behind my left shoulder on the other hill over there. He's watching. Got scouts in the buildings all behind me, sitting behind the walls watching. And what they do is they say, hey, we can get you across if you don't have the money to go. Just take this backpack for us. And they come up here, or any of the 1,000 points along the way. They have lookouts that are watching for them. They give them the signal when to go, and then they go. This place, thankfully, President Trump did a double wall section here because it's so notorious for traffic. Here you can see the guy sitting down right now behind me, waiting to go. The same people that want open borders they ended up closing that bullfighting rink that's been open for a couple hundred years. The PETA and radical environmentalists, they closed that. They care more about that. They care more about bullfighting than they care. Actually, they don't even care. They support people breaking into our country, people victimizing American citizens. They don't care that cartel owns this property. Guys, we're down here in Tijuana, just across the border, the San Ysidro port of entry, the El Chaparral pedestrian crossing that has become basically a tent city because of Joe Biden announcing that the Remain in Mexico policy was going to end. Ironically, right down here in Tijuana, actually have the largest Biden rally, larger than any Biden rally that happened in America, because they've been told once they get here, they get in. Now they found out, they got the rude awakening that when a Democrat tells you something, they're not actually telling you the truth. We're gonna come across here and talk to some of the folks, but this is an area where I will wear a mask, because not only are we dealing with COVID, we've heard that at least 4 of the families potentially have COVID in this crowd behind me, but they also have things like bubonic plague, potentially yellow fever, a lot of tuberculosis. And that's one of the reasons, one of the very many reasons why we have borders, we have border security, and why we have an immigration process to be able to know who's coming in so we don't overwhelm our hospitals. At the same time, Joe Biden is saying everybody in America needs to wear a mask. He's saying everybody in the world is welcome in America. The two can't coexist. You can have one, but you can't have the other. We're gonna go talk to some of the folks and just see how bad it is. I'm here with my brother, Oscar El Blue. Oscar, talk to me real quick. What are we going to be seeing over here? And what's the situation on the ground right now?
Well, this situation has started getting a little bit more serious after the 19th of February when Joe Biden said that he was going to let into the United States by quantities of 300. The people started getting here, camping out, and more than 1,500 people right now, they're stationed right here. You get to see more than 200 children. You got 4 potential families that they're infected with COVID. And everybody, 2 days ago, they protested in the San Ysidro border, kneeling down and praying and telling Joe Biden to let him in. Now, all these people are upset. They don't like Joe Biden right now. They are really upset because Joe Biden promised them that as soon as he got into a presidency, he was going to let them in. And there was no MPP process. There was no, I have an appointed court date. No, everybody's saying every single one of them was going to be let in. So you have right now on the back of me, this was just 2 or 3 tenths last week on all the way to the right side where they give the potential asylum seeker numbers. Now everything is full, and you got to see right here blankets on the floor where yesterday was raining. They didn't have no tents. So it is a complete mess, and it is all provoked, Ben. It is all provoked by a person that he opened his mouth on a debate with Donald Trump, and he said there's no child trafficking at the border, there's no insecurities at the border, and we are going to create a better pathway for migrants. When he said that, this is the result. They were asking when somebody was going to come out, and I said, possibly they were saying that on Monday somebody was going to come out, but from the Mexican government, and we don't know who is going to come out, but somebody's going to come out. They're saying, yeah, you know what, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of delinquents. But I'm saying, yes, Mexico has a lot of violence, a lot of delinquents. It's not only you, it's the whole country. And if you guys are pressuring in this way, Biden is going to have to answer, because all of them, they're saying that he's a liar, but all of them say, no, he's a liar, he's a traitor. From right this moment, it looks like Joe Biden has lied to you and has betrayed you. ¿Cómo se sienten? ¿Se sienten traicionados? ¿Se sienten que les echó mentiras? Porque hasta el momento ahorita pues parece que sí.
Claro que sí. Porque él dijo que iba a ayudar a los inmigrantes.
Of course, yes, because he said that he was going to help the migrants. Adelante, más. ¿Qué más?
Y hasta ahora pues no ha dado ninguna respuesta.
Until now he hasn't given no response. ¿Algo que quieras agregar? Something that you would like to say?
No ha dado ninguna respuesta, pues, de lo que necesitamos. Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Se sienten como que no está cumpliendo con sus promesas. Are you guys feeling that he's not complying with his promises?
Así es.
No ha cumplido hasta ahora, no ha cumplido con la promesa
He's not a man
que
of his
hizo.
word. He hasn't complied with what he said that he was going to help us. Hay mucha necesidad
Hay
aquí.
mucha necesidad.
There's a lot of
aguantando.
necessity right here.
Sí, aquí hemos pasado, ya tenemos sobre 3 semanas aquí esperando ya.
There's more than 3 weeks that we've been right here and we've been waiting. La actividad del crimen organizado ha llegado aquí en las noches. Parece
Sí,
que ha venido
anoche.
mucho pollero, mucho coyote. The cartel activity that it has come right now, right here, late at night. Is it a reality or is it a lie? ¿Es una realidad o es una mentira?
El otro día salió un señor aquí tiroteado con un disparo en la cabeza y
The other day, somebody got shot right here in the head, and y los han querido como secuestrar. ¿No han querido hacer algo?
Como 20 patrullas cayeron porque llegó un hombre aquí todo balaseado.
Like 20 people arrive, 20 police cars
Nosotros
arrive
nos
here.
da miedo ya estar
Los han escuchado algo de secuestro, de que los han querido llevar a la
mí me
fuerza.
dijeron algo el otro día. Vino un
Have
señor aquí.
you heard something about somebody getting kidnapped or somebody trying to take away your freedom? Adelante.
El otro día vino un señor cuando pasó lo del tiroteo que balearon a un señor, iba como con 3 disparos, aquí vino en la madrugada y vino él el siguiente día y dijo, manden llamando a la policía porque van a tener problemas.
He's saying that the other day when the guy got shot in the head, the next day a guy, an unrecognizable guy, came over here and said, you better not be calling the police because that can happen to you.
While we're being told that walls are immoral in America, Joe Biden on the left want to tear them down. I'm actually here in Tijuana at a private residence, just outside a private residence. That wall is at least 14 feet high just on the concrete. Then it goes up another couple feet. And then that right there that you probably can't see in the video is electric wire. If it's okay down here, why is it not okay on our border? If it's okay to protect people down here, which I'm all for it. God bless these people that live here. God bless you. But why is it not okay on our border? The crazy thing is where I'm at, all the houses that run along this street leading down to the beach, a lot of them are narco houses. A lot of them are cartel houses. The irony is the cartel uses walls and oftentimes razor wire. Let me show you this one right over here. And electrified fencing. Now this one has razor wire on it with spikes on top of the fence. Beautiful. Look, I'm all for it. But the cartel can do that. I'm not saying that these guys are cartel, but a lot of the houses are down here. They use it, but we're told by Democrats that we can't use a wall to protect our country, which is our family.
As a Mexican citizen, looking at this beautiful scenario right now of Imperial Beach and that tourist, vessel right there, sometimes you come over here and you actually appreciate all the things in life, really. And under the administration of Donald Trump, I got the second opportunity to cross again to the United States of America, and I'm so appreciative of that. And when you see this beautiful view with the Coronado Bridge all the way to the back, and you see, all those beautiful houses and the beautiful scenario, you actually get to think as a Mexican citizen why United States citizens and young kids in the United States want socialism and communism. They don't even know, and they don't even realize, and they don't even appreciate what they have right now. That is ultimately one of the things that have been taken over from us since we were born, that is freedom. The United States citizens have that, and they don't value that. And until they start suffering from that, they will actually one day be standing on this side and they will be looking at another country and be looking, that is beautiful over there, I want that. And guess what? You had it. You're gonna think about that and you're gonna say, I had it and I don't have it anymore. So appreciate this moment and appreciate your land, appreciate your freedom, appreciate your flag, appreciate your constitution, appreciate that you have a country that is providing this beautiful life for you. Don't ruin it.
This guy's back up, he's looking, just waiting for his chance, his time to go. All right, it's my time to go now because this just gets really dangerous. He's right there at the top. So he's got that one place to jump and you think, oh, it's a double wall. There's a wall on the other side, right? Except the gate's open. So all he has to do is jump there, run through that gate, down the mountain. He's in America. The problem that we have now is with the wide open borders, we're having to send those Border Patrol resources to other locations, depleting the resources that we have here, allowing the sex trafficking and the drug trafficking to continue. And that's all done by design. The cartels will actually use diversion, sending large groups of people supposedly requesting asylum to other parts of the wall or other parts of the border while they're pushing their drugs and their human trafficking through sections where Border Patrol isn't present at the time. So, what is the situation with the cartels and the coyotes with these people?
Well, late at night they have been complaining that a lot of automobiles have been coming and they have been picking up families and they have been picking up people. The problem right here is that a lot of these people, they don't want to be, related to no illegal activity. But a lot of these individuals are coming late at night, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, walking around the whole camp and asking if they want to cross to the United States of America. They don't say a price, they just throw it out there in the air, and they just hear and they get up and they start following them. You know, they don't know if these people come back, if these people are being taken, safely to wherever place that they are going to be doing what they have to be doing. But the problem right here, Ben, is that, Tijuana is number 1 for cartel activity, and number 2 for child trafficking, and number 2 for killings of women.
Just coming down from the top of that mountain where the guy was about to jump, and got all the coyotes lookouts just down at the bottom. It's thought by locals, it's said by locals, that some of these houses are the narco houses or the cartel houses. We're just a couple blocks from the beach here, and you'll notice something around all of them. Walls with barbed wire, razor wire. Some of them at the end, right up here, have electrified fencing. But yet, in America, leftists tell you that wanting a wall on our border to protect our country, our family, is somehow immoral. It's a disgrace. It begs the question, who's really influencing them? We know that cartels influence politicians and media in Mexico. They have corrupted the entire system. What we're starting to see now is that same corruption in the United States. And it's a battle that every single one of us is going to have to face. Thank you, President Trump, for keeping all of your promises, and then some. Can't wait till you're back in there, putting America first again. We don't have these because we hate the people on the outside. We have them because we love the people on the inside.